Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's soujisakatattv, and this is another reaction video to the epic rap battles of history. Today we're doing Harry Potter versus Luke Skywalker. Now I should explain, if you're coming from the last video, King Richard the Lionheart versus Ragnar Lodbrok, it's been all of about 10 or 15 seconds since I ended that video, so I'm jumping right into the next one. I'm fresh, I'm ready to go. But first, before we get started, I do remember this is one of the longest battles on the channel, as well as one of the best, so probably a longer video here, fair warning. It's going to be fun, but we're going to be here for a few. Also, if you haven't checked out my Twitch page yet, I've got a bunch of new upgrades for Twitch. I've got Spotify integration. I'm playing some new games. I'm trying to get into some simulator racing. I've got all new overlays. We got a lot of fun stuff in the works, so if you haven't checked me out yet, twitch.tv/soujisakatattv. Also, check me out on TikTok. I'm going to try to post shorts soon at soujisakatattv, and on X or Twitter, whatever it's going by now, at soujisakatattv. So please go check me out. Give me a like and a follow. While you're at it, hit like and subscribe here. And, because of course, if you're already here, you've already found my YouTube. So it's free. Hit the subscribe button. Really helps out. But without any further ado, this is going to be a long video already. Harry Potter, Luke Skywalker. Let's go. Oh, I forgot how good this beat was. I have seen this, but it's been a while. Oh.
Mike, let me fire up the wand like Hermione and Ron. I'm about to get it on, cause my mouth spits hot like incendio flames. You lukewarm like some tauntaun remains. Even the mad eye of my mind.
Stop. I want to stop there. I pressed spacebar. I was trying to pause. Nothing was happening. All right, so getting starting off there. Let me fire. What is it? Oh wait, what's the?
Accio Mike, let me fire.
That's what it is. Accio Mike. So Accio, of course, the summoning spell in Harry Potter. He's summoning the mic. Let me fire up the wand, because like Hermione and Ron, he's about to get it on. If you've never seen the Harry Potter movies, pause now. It's a spoiler. Hermione and Ron do in the end get together as a couple and have a kid at the end of the very last movie and at the end of the books. So yeah, just like the two of them, they were getting it on for sure. Because my mouth spits hot like incendio flames. Incendio is, of course, the spell they use in the Harry Potter verse to cast flame out of the end of their wand. So, yeah, if he's spitting as hot as the incendio spell, that's some toasty bars right there. And then, what is it? Oh, and you're lukewarm like some tauntaun remains. Of course, incendio, the flame spell, very hot. So lukewarm, a pun on Luke's name, but also the fact that lukewarm is nowhere near as hot as fire. And tauntaun, because that's how Luke survives the cold winter conditions on Hoth, by literally crawling inside of what was left of a tauntaun remain, an animal they have in Star Wars. And so yeah, a tauntaun literally kept Luke warm. I think does that count as a double, a triple, or a quadruple? I've honestly lost count now. So clever. Honestly, one of the best word plays in all of ERB history, in my opinion, right there. And that's just getting started on this one.
The wand like Hermione and Ron. I'm about
God,
to
his
get it
beat
on,
slaps.
my mouth spits hot like incendio flames. You lukewarm like some tauntaun remains. Even the mad eye of my mind, Alistair Moody, could see your franchise only has 2 decent movies. Search your feelings. You sense deja vu. You're getting smoked like your Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru. Your acting is
Okay. Coming in with the punch after punch. Even the mad eye of my man Alistair Moody could see your franchise only has 2 decent movies. Yeah, because if you've ever seen the Harry Potter books, you know Mad Eye Moody. He's got one crazy looking eye that can go and it spins in 360. It looks behind him. Thing is freaky. So yeah, if that thing, with it the way it works, can see that you only have 2 decent movies, anybody else could see it too. I don't know I'd call decent, though. I think there are 2 exceptional movies, and then there are a few decent Star Wars movies. And then there are a few that suck. I don't get super deep into Star Wars lore. But what else is there? What was it? Search your feelings. Do you sense deja vu? Of course, search your feelings, a famous line from Star Wars. I think was that Yoda who told him that, or Obi-Wan? Can't remember. Been a long time since I've seen these movies. But yeah, search your feelings. Do you sense deja vu? And then going back to his fire scheme from earlier, you're getting smoked like your Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru, which is sadly what happened to Luke's foster parents. That's not a good way to start. So yeah, if he's getting smoked that bad, this is going to hurt. Good bars from Harry.
Deja vu? You're getting smoked like your Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru. Your acting is flat and your raps are 2D2. Bugger off to the afterlife where you're back and see-through. You're the biggest letdown in your series since Snoke. It makes sense your father's Vader. All you do is choke.
God. Harry with punch after punch. There's no relent in this verse. Holy crap. Your acting is flat. Of course, if an actor's flat, they have very little emotions. But he says your raps are 2D2. As in R2D2, the character from Star Wars, but your raps are 2D, two-dimensional, 2. Which 2D is flat. So, God, again, another one of the best wordplay in all of ERB history. So good from Harry right there. Your raps are 2D2. Bugger off to the afterlife where you're fat and see-through. Yes, of course, when Luke eventually does pass away, his Force ghost remains, and he does become... I don't remember him being fat, but I know they do become see-through, so I guess that's the way that works. You're the biggest letdown in your series since Snoke? I don't know the character Snoke from Star Wars. That's one somebody's going to have to explain to me.
It makes sense your father's Vader.
But yes, it makes sense your father's Vader. All you do is choke. Of course, Vader's very famous Force choke that he's so well known for. Yeah, that's... If you have a family history of choking, that's... You don't want to be the guy who chokes when it's time to be clutch. That's just unfortunate. So yeah, that's a really good jab at his family lineage there.
You country bumpkin, you must be dumb. Who farms moisture on a desert planet with 2 suns? Let me stick my plans in your dusty bin droid. I'll leave you like a Horcrux, split up and destroyed.
Okay, so again, Harry finishing his verse off. I remember it's Luke's turn now. But very good finish. You country bumpkin, you must be dumb. Who farms moisture on a desert planet with 2 suns? I get the idea behind the bar. I mean, you would have to be stupid to look for moisture on a... It'd be like going to the Sahara looking to find water. Not the place you want to look. But at the same time, I do kind of get the idea behind it. If you find water, you're rich. So, good jab from Harry, but there is kind of a bit of a counter-argument there that's a bit obvious. A good bar, not my favorite in the... not my favorite in the rap, but a good, like a good premise behind it at least, and the delivery was good. And stick your plans, something about what about plans in your? Let me stick my plans in your dusty bin droid. I'm not sure what again, Star Wars history failing me here. Bin droid, obviously some kind of trash can robot. Not sure what the reference is there. I'll leave you like a Horcrux, split up and destroyed. That is how they defeat Voldemort in the end, by destroying all of his Horcruxes, the parts of his soul he is split up to keep on living many, many times. A good reference there. That is how they defeat him. So yeah, he left a lot of Horcruxes destroyed. That's a good reference. And of course, I like the story. He starts in the train station. He's getting on the Hogwarts Express. I do believe he's at Hogwarts in the next verse. In his next verse.
And destroyed.
I don't know who made you shoot first, but that missed. If I was you, I'd have a bad feeling about this. Ooh, I'm a rhyming Jedi like my father before me. Your talking hat should have put you in Gryffindor.
Luke starts out weak. I do remember this. I don't know what made you shoot first, but that missed. I believe that's a reference to Harrison Ford's character Han Solo, who everybody's like, yeah, Han shot first and missed. Just like a stormtrooper misses. That's pretty rough. If I was you, I'd have a bad feeling about this. Is that I can't tell if that's a Star Wars reference or if that's a reference to the Force and being able to like have a bad feeling about things. I want to think there was a bad feeling thing in the Harry Potter world, but again, it's been a long time since I've watched any mainstream media or history. If it's not recent car history or anime, I haven't watched it recently, so going off old memories here. And again, I'm a rhyming Jedi like my father before me, because yes, this did come out after Vader versus, we'll call him Austrian Poet for TOS reasons, we'll say. So, good reference there to, hey, yeah, my master was already on here. I'm just following him up now, like, we've already been through this. And Talking Hat should have put you in Griffin Dorky. Just a weak start from Luke. Not my favorite to get started.
Your origin story is mostly stolen from me. You might be Potter, but Harry, I planted your seed. Let's see, little orphan raised by relatives in solitude suddenly gets taken under wing of funky wizard dude. Learns that he's been destined to have powerful gifts, but between the two of us, I think I got the cooler stick. Swing it.
Okay, and immediately comes back with one of my favorite lines or bars in this battle. Oh, so good. So yeah, your origin story is mostly stolen from me. You might be Potter, but Harry, I planted your seed. Such a good play on Harry's last name, as well as the fact that, yes, Star Wars did exist before the Harry Potter series. And yeah, J.K. Rowling did kind of just copy-paste the entire premise of Star Wars into Harry Potter. Not sorry, Potterheads. It's just timeline facts here. Harry Potter is a great series, but yeah, orphan raised by relatives in basically solitude from his community, gets taken under the wing of a funky wizard guy, learns he's got powers, but yeah, Harry's little wand or the lightsaber, you meet anybody who takes the wand and I'm seriously gonna question you. I mean, there's a reason the hacksmith made his own real-life lightsaber and not his own real-life magic wand. There's a reason he chose that. That's so good. And then, of course, the obvious better stick here. Obvious dick joke there. That's, yeah. As Knox Hill has said many a time, it's not an ERB if there's not a dick joke.
That he's been destined to have powerful gifts, but between the two of us, I think I got the cooler stick. Swing it, my mic saber cuts through you so slicey. Leave you on the floor like an arm at most icely. Hit you with the wampa raps, I get icy. Land him in your face like that'll do nicely. I fly the X-wing to save a planet.
I love it. That's another good couple of bars there. My lightsaber swings through you so slicey, because yes, lightsaber will go through you clean and fast. Leave you on the floor like an arm at most icely. There is a, what is it? It's actually controversy because they said there's blood that comes out when he's hit with the lightsaber and the guy's arm gets cut off, because they say that shouldn't have been able to happen as the lightsaber would cauterize the wound immediately. So, early loophole in Star Wars lore there for you. What is it? Hit you with the Wampa reps, I get icy. So he's like, I'm so cold with these bars that I'm like the Wampas who live on Hoth. Wampas are basically Yetis with a different name. Land them in your face like that'll do nicely. That's a line from the movies, I think. I don't remember the context. I fly the X-Wing to save a planet from massacre. This is true.
Planet from massacre, you fly a broom like some kind of magical janitor.
Again, another good one. Luke has way better equipment. Harry gets a wand and a broom. Meanwhile, Luke gets a lightsaber and an X-Wing. Like, how do you compete with that? Like, what? Oh man, so much. That's way better. I'd totally take the X-Wing and the lightsaber.
Your double dweeb army likes to think that you're the best. All you did was use your mom like a bulletproof vest.
I don't care if I hear it once or 100 times. That bar is cold-hearted. Yes, if you do know anything about the Harry Potter series, Yeah, that is how Harry survives the killing curse, is basically his mom sacrificing herself to save her son. So in a way, yeah, that's, I mean, it's out of pocket, but he's not wrong. He's got a point. The Dumble Dweeb Army's kind of goofy. It's a bit of a forced line, but honestly, I don't care with how hard the bulletproof vest line goes. I just don't care. That hurts.
Dweeb Army likes to think that you're the best. All you did was use your mom like a bulletproof vest.
The death of my mother saved the wizarding race. Your mum died of heartache when she saw your face. The swamp school dropout is too whiny to rhyme. At least when I slither in a sister, she isn't mine.
Oh, just this entire battle is just ouch. So yeah, that's true. Harry's mom did kind of save the wizarding race by keeping Harry alive, because he's eventually the one who ends Voldemort and the Death Eaters. So yeah, that's a good point there. His mom's sacrifice was not in vain. And yeah, Princess Leia, upon seeing her son Luke and... Or not Princess Leia. What is her name? Anakin and Padma. Padma. I always get Leia and Padma mixed up. But yeah, Padma sees her son Luke and is reminded of her now basically psychopathic husband. And yeah, basically dies of heartache when she sees her kids born. So yeah, of the two ways for their moms to go, much as I hate to say it, Harry's mom probably went in the better way, dying the hero's death. Ouch. And then Swamp School Dropout, you're too whiny to rhyme. He did kind of quit early on Yoda. He had to quit training with Yoda very early on in his training. So he kind of did drop out of Yoda's Swamp School. And then when I slither in a sister, she isn't mine. Of course, Harry does not have a sibling, whereas Luke does, and they end up kissing at one point. So yeah, if you were triggered by the was it gay or lesbian kiss in one of the new Star Wars movies? So if that bothered you, hey, the first 3 movies had incest. That's really unfortunate. Just yikes. Just no. Oh man, that's yeah. Media, and they say media back in our day is you know, out of pocket, and you know, we shouldn't be watching stuff like this. Meanwhile, in the 80s, this kind of thing was happening. Uh-huh.
It's too whiny to rhyme. At least when I slither in a sister, she isn't mine. I'm the boy who lived, bestseller without equal. I'll split you like your fan base's feelings about the prequels. Sequels brought you back to meet your demise. I'd say you were brilliant, but I must not tell lies.
Oh no, Jar Jar just getting totally curb stomped in the background. I never noticed Jar Jar just getting freaking oh my god. Poor Jar Jar in the back. I don't know why people don't like Jar Jar. What is the thing? Why don't people like Jar Jar? Oh wait. Were these actually the same movies that were out at the... Wow, look, so much detail. Austin Powers, Star Wars The Phantom Menace, and The Mummy. I think those all match up about time-wise. That would have been the 90s area. Because, yeah, Phantom Menace. And, yeah, some people loved the prequels. Some people hated it. That's a really good way. So, yeah, he'll spit you like your fan base's feelings about the prequels. And, yeah, he's the boy who lived, bestseller without equal. They did sell a crap ton of Harry Potter books back in the day. So, that's a really good one. The sequels brought you back to meet your demise, because yes, that is true. When the sequels came out, Luke ended up finally passing away. And I'd say you were brilliant. I must not tell lies. Umbridge's pen that writes in his own blood and scars his hand, saying, "I must not tell lies." That's such a good reference there. I love it.
Brilliant, but I must not tell lies. I left J.K. straight rolling in cash.
J.K. Rowling, the author, and rolling in cash. a good line, pretty elementary, but good line.
You let JJ compact your character to trash. So go on, try and force more of your disses. You're like a stormtrooper, cause all your shit misses.
And another good end to the verse there. You gotta love that. You let JJ, I believe it was JJ Abrams, kind of compacted Luke's character down a little bit and took some of the personality away. Yeah, that's a good line there. So go on, try to force more of your disses. You're like a stormtrooper. Yeah, all your shit misses. Yeah, stormtroopers are legendarily bad at aim. So good call out on the Star Wars franchise. In general, another good verse from Harry there. Love it.
That's right, R2. It does sound like he left all his fire in the goblet. Maybe he will get rescued by an anorexic hobbit.
I mean, pretty basic lines to start here for the most part. Fire in the Goblet, the 4th book, Goblet of Fire, where Harry's name comes out and is selected for the Triwizard Tournament. And maybe he will get rescued by an anorexic hobbit, of course referring to Dobby the house elf, who ends up saving Harry a couple of times, actually, if I remember correctly. The entire plot of Harry Potter relies on Dobby the house elf and Hermione's total skill, way more than anything else, honestly.
I think it's pretty clear that you and I are pretty different. My drive's hyper, your drive's privet. I've got more rhymes than sand grains on Tatooine. You couldn't pull in the wind with a tractor beam.
Okay. Starts off basic again for Luke. I've noticed that Luke starts off with some basic bars and then comes in for the kill. I think it's pretty clear that you and I are pretty different. I love the wordplay, the rhyme structure there. But it's also very easy to understand. It's really clear that you and I are really different. Because his drive is hyper, and Harry's drive is privet. You know, the crappy little English road, you know, they lived on, Privet Drive, you know. Meanwhile, Luke's in hyperdrive. I know which one I'm picking. Of course, I am a bit of a junkie for high-speed things. So good. I crushed, what was it? Your drive's privet. I've got more rhymes than sand grains on Tatooine. Tatooine is an entire planet covered in sand. That's a lot of sand grains and a lot of rhymes. Tatooine, you couldn't pull in the wind with a tractor beam. Yeah, a tractor beam can pull in anything. So if a tractor beam won't pull in your rhymes, you're not going to have... Yeah, it's going to be a bad day.
Rhymes and sand grains on Tatooine. You couldn't pull in the wind with a tractor beam. I crushed an empire, a galaxy large. I blew up the Death Star. You blew up Aunt Mars. I popped you where...
Yeah, that's another good one. Luke's really good with the comparison bars in this. Because, yeah, Luke did help crush an entire galaxy and blow up a Death Star. Meanwhile, Harry managed to... And it wasn't even Harry. It was, again, Dobby doing it. I think it was... Was it Dobby doing that, I think? I think it was Dobby. Who ends up inflating his Aunt Marge to a point so big she actually floats off into the sky. So, yeah, of the two, blowing up the Death Star or Aunt Marge, I know which one's more impressive. And it's not Harry's aunt. So good.
Empire, a galaxy large. I blew up the Death Star. You blew up Aunt Mars. I popped you where Poppy can't be healing you. Unlike a great disturbance in the Force, I'm not feeling you.
Oh, such a good rhyme again. Unlike a great disturbance in the Force, I feel a great disturbance in the Force. Apparently he doesn't feel that with Harry. So that's a pretty good bar, because if you feel a great disturbance in the Force, but not... but you're not feeling Harry like a great... Yeah, that's a really good bar there. And then the Pomfrey... There's a... I'll pop you where Poppy Pomfrey... What?
Poppy
Can't be healing you. I don't know who Poppy Pomfrey is. That's a reference I'm not familiar with in the Harry Potter verse. Somebody will have to let me know that one.
You unlike a great disturbance in the Force, I'm not feeling you. Death would eat you up without Hermione and luck, because your own skills, Wingardium Leviosa, suck.
Hey, I said that earlier. Yeah, they do rely on a lot of luck and outside help from whoever it may be. Sirius Black, Dobby the House Elf. Just straight up luck in general that they don't get killed like 5 or 6 different times. Yeah, that's a really good call out. Like, that's, yeah. Without Hermione, Harry and Ron are, like, out to dry. Hermione is the driving force in their group. And then, yeah, because your own skills, Wingardium Levio, suck. Other people I've heard don't like this bar. I do. Because Wingardium Leviosa is the levitation spell. But in the first movie, Hermione is a bit of a priss about the way it's said. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa, or whatever she says. And I think that's supposed to be a play on... I don't care if it's Leviosa or Leviosa. It's Leviosuck. You suck. Like, it's like just an absolute clapback at Hermione there, who he just called out being like, look, she's the reason you get by, and I didn't even care about the way she says it because you all three suck. I love that line. I think that's really good.
You're a dud like Dursley, but worse, and I'd rather hurt nerfs than have to endure your third verse.
So yeah, he's a dud like Dursley. All three of the Dursley family and Aunt Marge are just kind of duds. They're not great. Not definitely definitely dud would be a good way to call them for sure. Right. And then but worse. Oh yeah, he's a dud like Dursley, but worse even. So that's a really good diss. And I'd rather herd nerfs than have to endure your third verse. I don't know what herding nerfs is. I know like nerfing a character or a item in a video game, but I don't know. Somebody might have to explain that one again to me.
You heard rap before, that was not dope at all. Maybe have Goldie Balls show you the protocol.
Harry's got C-3PO up in the stands cheering for Gryffindor by the flag there. And who else do we have here? We got Hagrid, we got Hermione. That's got to be Luna Lovegood. Professor McGonagall, the freaky divination professor. I can't remember her name. Hey, our boy Dobby, we were just talking about him. And some other randoms I don't know as well. But maybe have Goldie Balls show you the protocol. Of course, a robot would have a lot of protocols. Goldie Balls, of course, you gotta get another dick joke in there.
But I bet you're just distracted. You got a lot on your plate. On one hand, the rebellion. On the other hand, oh wait.
Yeah, Luke did lose a hand. That's that's a really good... he does have a lot on his plate. On the rebellion, and yeah, the fact that your dad cut your other hand off. Like, ouch. That's gotta hurt.
Roll deep and the Weasleys got my back.
This muggle sucks more hole than the bloody Sarlacc.
We'll rock you up good
If you try to step to Harry, mate, you're the least intimidating twin since Mary Kate.
Flow like
What the... Some of these bars, I swear. I roll deep and the Weasleys got my back. And this muggle, of course, muggle, non-magical person. Excuse me. Apparently I need to get a water after this reaction. But this muggle sucks more hole than the bloody Sarlacc. Of course, the Sarlacc, the big toothy hole in the middle of, I think, is that on Tatooine, I think? Where it's somewhere. It's a big toothy hole that's basically an animal that lives underground. And they kill people by dropping them down into the Sarlacc, and the Sarlacc eats them. So, yeah, that's a big sucky hole. And if you suck more than the Sarlacc, you must really suck. That's bad. We'll rough you up good. Of course, the two Weasley brothers are, what are they, bludgers, I think, in the game of Quidditch, where they rough people up. That's kind of their job, is they're kind of the muscle. So they're going to rough you up if you try to go against Harry. And then you're the least intimidating twin since Mary Kate. So, yeah, apparently you're less intimidating of the two twins versus... apparently Leia is more intimidating than Luke. And that's less intimidating than than Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen. That's just, yeah, because if you've ever seen Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, they're not menacing figures. So if you're less menacing than them, that's, yeah, you're not doing well.
Butterbeer on Diagon streets.
Oops, I missed a bar there.
The least intimidating twin since Mary Kate.
Flow like butterbeer on Diagon streets. You can find me getting fantastic on these beats. It's over, Luke. I got the high ground advantage. I'll close it like a map. Mischief managed.
And a great finish for Harry there. I flow like butterbeer on Diagon streets. Of course, they always get butterbeer at Diagon Alley when they go down there. And you can find me getting fantastic on these beats. Of course, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, the Harry Potter spin-off series. But he's not looking for Fantastic Beasts. He's looking for Fantastic Beats. And it's over, Luke. I've got the high ground advantage. Of course, Luke's father, Anakin, lost to Obi-Wan and his fabled high ground. A very good reference there. If you've never said, it's over, I have the high ground, well, I'm sorry to say you're probably lying. It's like the most used joke I ever, in the Star Wars history. And then, of course, I got the high ground advantage. I'll close it like a map. He's going to close his rap just like he closes his famous Marauders map by saying, mischief managed. Of course, if you want to open the Marauders map, you must say, I solemnly swear I'm up to no good. Which is ironic, because they're actually usually up to good. Like, yeah, they may not be supposed to, they may not be, like, they're not supposed to be doing what they're doing, but it's usually for the right reasons, so, bit of a misnomer there. Alright, where are we at here? Go back.
I'll close it like a map. Mischief managed.
You should have Hagrid fly you home on his moped. If I wanted teenage wizardry, I'd call Selena Gomez. My attack.
Wizards of Waverly Place. Yep, the Selena Gomez Disney Channel series from a while back. And you should have Hagrid fly you home on his moped. Yeah, apparently, Luke is not interested in Harry's stuff anymore, because if he needs Teenage Wizardly, he's just gonna, or Teenage Wizardry, he's gonna go watch Wizards of Waverly Place on Disney Channel. Like, honestly, given the choice, look at, I don't know, Hermione's pretty hot, though. Who would you rather look at? Emma Watson or Selena Gomez? That's genuinely a hard choice.
Fly you home on his moped. If I wanted teenage wizardry, I'd call Selena Gomez. My attack tactics are galactically hardcore, far more than your goofy little Star Wars. I learned flow from the best in the biz. Get funky. So all of you
Hey, Yoda.
my Jedi mind.
Okay, gotta stop right there. He's a little weak in this run. My attack tactics are galactically hardcore, far more than your goofy little Scar Wars. Of course, playing off Scar, Harry's lightning bolt Scar, and the Star Wars name. And then what was it? I learned flow from the best in the biz. And Yoda comes in, get funky. Of course, Yoda has his own very unique way of talking, so if you can rap like Yoda, that would be impressive. But all that ends this is McClunky. I think there's a word, something happens in, I think it's the where the band is playing, the cantina or whatever it's called. I can't remember the name of it now. Mos Eisley, they mentioned it earlier. Mos Eisley Cantina, that's what it is. At some point, I think it's there. You hear this alien species, they're trying to talk and make noises, and you just hear McClunky or something, and it's like, I know it's kind of like a running joke in the Star Wars world. I only know about it because it's memed about a bit.
In the biz. Get funky. So all of you that end this is McClunky. My Jedi mind tricks. Put the nicks on your Imperius. Trip you up like death sticks on Bellatrix. Dead serious. No need to Expelliarmus. You're heartless in a duel. Call me the Hogwarts Express. I just took you to school.
Oh. Okay, so let's finish this off here. My Jedi mind tricks put the nix on your Imperius. Imperius is, of course, the spell, the Harry Potter universe. It's one of the, like, forbidden spells, I think. They have a name for them. But it allows you to control somebody's mind. So that's a pretty one. That's a pretty serious one. But yeah, his Jedi mind tricks are way stronger than the magic that is what he's saying. is way stronger than his little Imperious spell. I'll trip you up like Death Sticks. Of course, Death Sticks, one of the Deathly Hallows, which is kind of becomes a problem for him a little later on. I'm Bellatrix, Dead Serious. Of course, rest in peace, Harry's Uncle Sirius. And I'm Bellatrix. I don't know if he was just trying to work Bellatrix in, or if there's a meaning to that. Honestly, not sure there. Somebody have to let me know on that one. But no need to Expelliarmus, the disarmament spell from Harry Potter, where if you say Expelliarmus, your opponent's wand goes flying out of their hand and takes their ability away to do magic. So there's no need to Expelliarmus. You're harmless in a duel. I love that. Luke's like, I don't even have to worry about taking your weapon away, which he could do. He's got force powers, which I don't know Harry'd be able to block. Need to watch Death Battle and see if that's possible. Either way, but there's no need to worry about disarming you. You're harmless in this duel. And why don't you call me the Hogwarts Express, because I just took you to school. I love it. That's such a good finish to this. And then, of course, the absolute fire beat for this. This slaps so hard. Also, I don't know who does all this Lego animation, but I've done stop motion animation, and I would never want to make this. No way. No freaking way. That would be so tedious to keep all of this. This must have taken days, weeks, months. That's such a big production to make a video like this. Stop motion. That's insane. I would not want to be the people who make the Lego movie. Either way, I suppose I should pick a winner. But I'm not gonna. I like both of them so much, and this is such a good battle. I'm calling this is going to be another one of my ties. I mentioned a while back there's going to be some ties. This is one of them. It's just too good of a battle to try to pick a winner, and they both had so many good punches. It's so long. So I'm going to end this one here. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Comment down below who you think you won. Like I said, I'm not picking sides here. This one's too good of a battle. And I think what I'm going to do is 2 battles this week and 2 battles next week to get caught up. I was going to try to do 3 tonight, but I'm running out of time. So I will be back again next week with 2 more battles, and then we'll be back to our normal schedule of 1. So thank you guys all so much for watching. Please go check out my Twitch, my TikTok, my, well, you're already checking out my YouTube if you're here, and my Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it. So please make sure you go check those out, drop a like, and subscribe. And until next time, my name's Soji, and I'm out. Catch you on the next one. Later.